What's up, Jets fans? Jack here, bringing you another update. Today we're going to discuss an intriguing candidate for the New York Jets' offensive coordinator position. And it looks like there's a new frontrunner who might be getting a lot of attention lately, Tanner Angrand, the former Lions pass game coordinator. We've heard a lot about Nick Kay as a potential candidate, but things might be changing. We'll dive into why Tanner's name has been popping up recently and why he could be the perfect fit for the Jets. Now, Nick Kay was considered a leading contender for a while, but things took a shift when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive coordinator position opened up. With Liam Cohen taking over as head coach for the Jacksonville Jaguars, many expect Kay to head to Tampa Bay. However, don't count him out just yet. It's still possible that Nick could land the job with the Jets, and I wouldn't mind seeing him in that role. But here's the thing, Tanner Angrand is quickly gaining traction as a strong candidate, and there's a lot to like about him. Let's look into why he might be the one to watch. Tanner's rise in the coaching ranks has been impressive. He started his coaching career in 2020 with the Detroit Lions as an offensive assistant. From there, he worked his way up, becoming the quality control coach the following year, and then moving on to tight ends coach and pass game coordinator. For the past 2 seasons, he's focused entirely on the pass game, and during that time, the Lions offense has made significant strides in the air. Yes, they have 2 outstanding running backs, and their running game is a priority, but it's hard to ignore the success they've had throwing the football with Jared Goff at the helm. Now, you might hear some pushback when Tanner's name comes up in conversations about the Jets' offensive coordinator search. The first question that might arise is, why didn't the Detroit Lions promote him to their offensive coordinator role? Let's hold off on that for now. The second concern people might raise is, why didn't he follow Ben Johnson to Chicago when Johnson became the Bears' offensive coordinator? Rumor has it that Tanner wanted a chance to call plays, and that opportunity wasn't going to be available in Chicago since Ben Johnson would continue to handle the play-calling duties. So, Tanner decided to look for other opportunities, and here we are, with the Jets being a potential landing spot for him. Another important influence in Tanner's coaching development is John Morton, who was the Jets' offensive coordinator in 2017 for 1 season. Morton, who now serves as the Lions' offensive coordinator, played a big part in shaping Tanner's coaching style. Tanner has credited Morton's guidance as one of the key reasons for his growth as a coach. He also worked closely with Jim Harbaugh early in his career, and that West Coast offense influence is something he continues to bring with him today. So, when you think about Tanner's experience, you can see the solid foundation he has in coaching, learning from some of the best in the business. Here's Tanner talking a bit more about his background and how these influences have shaped his coaching approach. I've had the chance to work with a variety of coaches, and my initial experience was really in a West Coast offense system. My first year coaching back in 2005 with Jim Harbaugh, and Johnny Moe, who was our pass game coordinator, helped me a lot early on. Since then, I've worked in different systems and evolved my style, incorporating lessons from all these different places I've been. Ben Johnson, with his experience in Miami and Detroit, has also been a big influence, and it's been great to learn from him as well. Tanner's coaching evolution has been shaped by a variety of experiences, and now he feels ready to bring all that knowledge to the table. Despite not having been the top choice for the Lions' offensive coordinator role, I think his experience in the league speaks volumes. And even though he hasn't called plays at the highest level yet, there's no doubt he's capable of stepping into that role. Dan Campbell, the head coach of the Lions, has praised Tanner's contributions to the team, particularly in the growth of the offense. Campbell had nothing but positive things to say about Tanner's impact. Over the last few seasons, Tanner has helped evolve Detroit's offensive game plan, particularly in the passing game. He's taken on more responsibility, working closely with the receivers, tight ends, and backs to refine their routes and improve execution. Campbell has pointed out that Tanner's attention to detail and his ability to break down the pass game have been crucial to the Lions' offensive success. It's clear that Tanner's growth as a coach has been impressive, and the more he's been involved, the more his vision for the offense has expanded. Here's what Dan Campbell had to say about Tanner. Tanner's really stepped up in the past year. He's been bringing a lot of ideas to the table, especially in terms of the passing game. We've seen a lot of improvement in the way he's handled the game planning and how he works with the receivers and tight ends. He's always looking for ways to refine things, and that's a big asset to the team. His development over the past 3 years has been significant, and I think he's in a great position to keep growing. As you can see, Tanner has earned the trust and respect of his colleagues, and it's clear that his ability to contribute to a team's success is growing. He's not just someone who's learning the ropes, he's actively shaping the future of the offense. While some might question why he didn't get the Detroit offensive coordinator job, I think it's simply a matter of timing. Dan Campbell values his connection with John Morton and his experience, which ultimately led to Morton getting the role. But that doesn't take away from Tanner's abilities or his potential to make an impact as an offensive coordinator. The reality is, Tanner's path hasn't been a traditional one, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It shows that he's had to work for every step he's taken, and his growth has been a result of his willingness to learn from different systems and coaches. He's gained valuable experience, and I believe he's ready for the next challenge. If the Jets decide to bring him in, I think they're getting a coach who's not just knowledgeable, but also eager to prove himself in a bigger role. Dan Campbell's glowing review of Tanner speaks for itself. As we've seen, Campbell's a coach who values growth and development, and he sees Tanner as someone who's ready to take on even more responsibility. So, while some might have their doubts, I don't think it's a stretch to say that Tanner could be the right fit for the Jets' offensive coordinator position. His work with the Lions has earned him respect, and now it's time for him to take that next step. It's unfortunate that Tanner didn't get the offensive coordinator job in Detroit for his own sake, but his situation might actually work out better in the long run. The Jets have a coaching staff that could really benefit from his expertise, especially with Aaron Glenn leading the defense and having a shared understanding of the game. Tanner's ability to innovate and his experience in the passing game could be exactly what the Jets need to take their offense to the next level. We've heard a lot of names tossed around for the Jets' offensive coordinator position, including Mark Brunell, Clint Kubiak, and Nick Kay. But with Kay likely heading to Tampa Bay, Tanner's name keeps coming up, and it's easy to see why. His background with the Lions, his experience in the NFL, and his ability to work within a modern offense all make him a strong candidate. Plus, the Jets' offensive needs align well with what Tanner has to offer. Tanner Angrand is a name that should definitely be on Jets fans' radar. While his candidacy might not have been as widely discussed as others, he's definitely someone worth considering for the offensive coordinator position. I've always thought he had the potential to step into a bigger role, and with the way things are unfolding, I'm excited to see where this goes. Whether it's with the Jets or elsewhere, I believe Tanner has a bright future as a coordinator. And that's a wrap for today's breakdown. Now, I want to hear from all of you. What are your thoughts on Tanner Angrand as the Jets' next offensive coordinator? Do you think his experience with the Lions and his background in the pass game makes him a strong candidate? Or do you feel another coach would be a better fit for the job? I'm really curious to hear your opinions, so make sure to drop them in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the latest Jets news and coaching updates, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any of my future videos, where we'll dive into more breaking news, analysis, and all things Jets related. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow and reach more Jets fans like you. And, of course, feel free to share this with anyone you know who's a big Jets fan, or just loves football analysis in general. I appreciate all of you for tuning in, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I'm Jack. Take care, and enjoy the rest of your day.